In Job's deepest despair, God had not forsaken him.
No.
In that time of sorrow for Martin Luther King Jr., even unto his death, God had not forsaken him. When the night fell 10 years ago, God did not forsake us. You hear me say, in the darkest of hours, God did not forsake us. I know that because I see it in your eyes. I know that because I can feel your spirit. I know that because you have given me faith. I know that because you have given me strength. Even now, as I must leave you, I take you with me. I take you with me and I ask you to wait for the call.
We wait.
To take the message to the farthermost part of your life. To wait for the word. For it will come. And when it comes, you will be glad. I said, when it comes, you will be glad. I leave you now to try and do more. To go and be with another man of faith. Not our faith, but one surely as strong and righteous as any the Lord gave us.
Amen. That's right. It's true.
You wait.
We wait. We wait.
You listen. You watch. For mine eyes have seen that this trial will pass. Mine eyes have seen that we shall be raised up. Not by others, but by ourselves. And the strength in us. Strength to carry on. Mine eyes have seen the glory. My eyes have seen the glory and the coming of the Lord. My eyes have seen the coming. The glory.
Take a guess. What are you doing here?
Devin, it's Devin.
Oh,
Devin.
it's Devin.
I need some help.
Can we get out of here?
Dad. Bad penny. Welcome home, son.
Well, let's get you inside.
The house. My God.
Well, I guess now's as good a time as any to tell you. Your old room isn't quite ready.
Come on out. I got a surprise for you.
Dad!
Well, what took you so long?
Hey, let up on him. He's a sick man.
Well, is it over? It's just beginning.
I want an alert of all party cadre. Every single member of the party must be ready to take to the streets. If he thinks he's going to get away with this, yes, take over the installations where we can. I'll make sure we have backup from the special service unit throughout the area. General Simanov. Marion Andrews, it's absolutely urgent. Yes, I'll wait. Andre, I'm trying to reach Petya, but they put me through to you.
Yes, Mariel.
I hope you're not part of this conspiracy.
What do you mean?
Devon's escaped. And the experimental conditioning unit's been compromised. Somehow Amanda Bradford was taking a public relations tour or something. The whole thing was photographed by a crew.
Well, simply censor it. I don't see what harm is done.
It's an obvious attempt by Peter Bradford to damage me. Well, he's going to find things a little more difficult than that. I'm calling a general strike. And we're going to move to take over as many facilities throughout the area as we can.
You are overreacting again.
I demand that you put me through to Petya. I want the special service units throughout the area on alert and prepared to support the party. And you know Petya will do it.
General Simanov is dead.
You're lying.
I wish I were.
He can't be dead.
There will be an announcement made later in the day, not just about Petya. I'm sorry. I know that there were strong feelings between you.
We loved each other.
I am sorry.
And the UNSSU?
I will retain exclusive control of the units. Now, Marion, try to find a way to reconcile with Peter Bradford. Believe me, it's best for both of you. You cannot win. You can only bring chaos.
Unit commanders all standing by, sir.
Gentlemen, your function in America is entering a new phase. Effective immediately, you will no longer be responsive to area advisory committees or area party officials. No action will be taken by any unit unless it is specifically authorized by this command. You are on yellow alert. Full readiness, but restricted to barracks. Any involvement may be seen as a provocation. Defend yourselves, but in any matters of internal conflict which may arise, stand aside.
There are reports that the PIA has taken control of the police station in St. Louis. I've placed the defense force on alert. I think we might expect similar action throughout the area. There is, of course, the call for a general strike.
What's the response?
Too early to tell.
Okay, I'll call Mary and try to calm her down. Try to keep the defense force in a position where they can be useful if we need them.
I think we should take the police station.
Not yet. We could touch something off we really don't need to. Can they be in a position to attack if we need them?
Yes.
What about the UNSSU?
In barracks, sir. On alert.
Well, let's hope that holds. Looks like the Russians are trying to keep the game even.
I don't like the looks of this.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
All small towns are like this.
Keep going. These troopers seem a little nervous.
Nervous? You want to see nervous?
Act brave, Cliff. Use the method.
Funny.
I wonder how we find the Milford place.
Ask a cop.
Yeah, great.
Oh, just say we're a national network crew. 10 to 1, he'd have no idea we're not supposed to be here. He'd just assume that we got the authority from somebody higher up. Unless he's got orders to the contrary.
If he does?
Say we're looking for a great little restaurant I heard about in Omaha.
My God.
Hey. So, how you like farming?
Well, I guess we can start some trouble now the press is here.
Take a wrong turn in Michigan Avenue.
We figured we'd come help you wrap this thing up.
It's great to have you here. Thanks a lot.
It was at the supper table that the boys discovered the change in their father. They knew him as a presence, as ears that heard but did not listen, as eyes that looked and did not notice. He was a cloud of a father. The boys had never learned to tell him of the interests and discoveries, or of their needs. Lee had been their contact with the adult world, and Lee had managed not only to raise, feed, clothe, and discipline the boys, but he had also given them a respect for their father. He was a mystery to the boys, and his word, his law, was carried down by Lee, who naturally made it up himself and ascribed it to Adam. I love you. Just please come back.
Alan said he's improving.
Must be subtle.
What are you doing?
Starting the revolution.
For real?
I'm afraid so.
Against Peter?
Doesn't have to be.
I'm afraid.
Don't be.
How the hell can I not be?
I buried my guns.
Yeah, well, that was a mistake.
Because I didn't know who to point them at.
Oh, well, why?
Yeah. After 10 years, I learned who I'd like to point them at.
It took you 10 years?
But one other thing I realized is that it'd be really stupid.
Oh, Barry!
Wait, just wait. Now, I'm not going to turn into somebody like those guys that blew up the Capitol. That's where it ends.
No, that's where it starts.
Now, you keep doing what you feel is the right thing, and pretty soon anything you feel like doing is the right thing.
Well, we should be doing.
What about this new country idea? We all know Peter Bradford. Oh, yeah. He's a good man.
Rebus finalist for 10 years. I have been. I just sat and watched the bastards burn our house. Didn't do a damn thing about it. That house has been standing in the same place for over 100 years, and we took that. Well, that's enough. No more.
God knows none of us here have. Except maybe Herb Lister and his crowd. But this business about a new country that Peter Bradford's talking about seems to me it'll get rid of him faster than anything we can do here. What the hell's different than that?
I think I know what difference it makes.
No.
I think deep inside we all know. Every person in this barn in his heart knows. We don't any of us want to be afraid anymore. And those who want to reach for their guns, those who want to keep them buried. It's the same thing. Fear is driving us away from believing in ourselves, believing we can still be Americans. That's what fear does. It divides and destroys. I've had fears all my life. For a long time, it was that I wouldn't be right. My dad knows that about me. Kept us from being friends for a good part of our lives. When I ran for the presidency, I was afraid that if nobody followed my lead, it'd prove I was wrong. they sent me to prison, I was afraid I'd lose my understanding, my clarity. I was afraid they'd take away what I held in my heart. Then when I was released and came back here, I was afraid somebody'd notice me, ask me to participate, ask me to live. Thank God for this town, for you people. Thank God for a black minister I met while I was trying to get to my children, and an Episcopal minister who lost his faith in the church, but not in the people. Thank God for those Americans in Chicago. When I heard their voices, I lost my fear when I heard their voices. Thank God for an exile from this town who saved my life. And thank God for my sister, who reminded me by telling me about our ancestors, that there's an inevitability to our human effort. That tragedy and nobility are in the same thing, in the survival of the spirit, undiminished by the pain, the hardships, even the brutality of existence. She talked about our great-great-grandmother when she was a young woman sitting in a dugout out there, holding her dead baby in her arms, singing the Rock of Ages. With a 40 below wind howling at the trapdoor. Well, my son, the miracle is that for the past 2 days, my son's been in that same dugout. Well, I'm pretty sure he wasn't singing Rock of Ages. He was surviving. And his survival is worth any price I have to pay. I'm not afraid anymore. Look at us. Here we are. Who we are because our forefathers struggled through their lives building a dream. Sacrificing for it when that was what was called for. Dying for it. We're the result. The dream didn't die with them. It lives in us. I won't abandon that legacy. America's not a flag or a piece of territory. It's each one of us in here, around the country. That's what America is. How can we give it up? I can't. Ultimately, I have to be true to my forefathers. I have to be true to my son. He saved my life as sure as I saved his. Because he's here. Because he's alive. Alive They're free.
Ourselves up. Wait for me.
If they're prisoners, we're all prisoners. Tell that to your commander.
Tell him there's no difference.
The whole town of Milford's a prisoner.
I'm sending a platoon to reinforce. Let them all spend the night. We'll see how many want to remain in the morning.
This is just a diversion, so they'll pull their reinforcements out of town. That'll at least give our people a chance. Now, don't anybody go getting yourselves killed. We'll need all the help we can get tomorrow. We'll have about 3 minutes before they seal off the perimeter.
The helicopters are on the other side of that building.
Okay, let's move.
Blue skies smiling at me. Nothing but blue skies do I see. Bluebirds singing a song. Nothing but bluebirds from now on. Never saw the sun shining so bright. Never saw things going so right.
But they would have sent more reinforcements. Let's hope it's enough to give them a chance.
All of them gone, nothing but blue skies from now on. Blue skies smiling at me, nothing but
I don't know, boys. I don't hear any kaboom.
It'll be all right.
Well, we got away with it this afternoon.
The only way to do this is to attack the barracks.
It's a hell of a risk sending ordinary people up against those guys.
If we can get in, Urich feels we can get the satellite frequencies from the safe and figure out a way to use their transmitter to intersect the national network satellite.
No other way to reach the satellite.
If it works, we reach the whole country.
How long will it take them to jam it?
Eric says we could have between 3 and 15 minutes.
If I figure out what to say in 3 minutes, what do I do with the other 12?
Would you sing the Star Spangled Banner?
Several times.
Now.
Get down! Down! Don't move! Get down! Get down! Down on the ground! Down flat on the ground! Don't move! Get down! Get down! Don't move! Keep your head down!
Several flyers that are... Tell them to withdraw the reinforcements. You have to return to base immediately. Do it! Get the hell out of here!
Come on, let's get out of here. All right, get on your feet. Come on, everybody on their feet.
Come on, up!
Move, move, move. Come on, come on.
Sir, there is an attack signal from the Milford barracks.
An attack signal? What do they mean? Who could be attacking them? How long ago?
15 minutes, sir. signal was apparently a malfunction.
I wonder, is the communication with Chicago ready?
Yes, sir.
Michael, did you get the signal from Milford?
Yes, sir, but it was rescinded.
Have you spoken with Gertman?
No, sir.
I'll do so right away. Make sure everything's all right. You know how much confidence I have in the Major.
Yes, sir. Oh, General, there is a report which I did not credit, but I think you'd like to know. It indicated that Miss Ballard is in Milford. We intercepted a party communication. I thought you might be amused.
Check on Major Gertman.
Shall I raise the unit, sir?
No. Take them off the system.
Sir?
The man is a loose cannon. We cannot afford to have him disrupt other units or create the wrong impression for the Kremlin. He's to be totally isolated.
Yes, sir.
Major, Petya trusted you implicitly.
Yes.
Then I must as well.
You may, sir.
What I'm gonna try to tell people is that America can never be divided unless we let it. We can ignore the new boundaries. We don't need to go along. We can refuse to go along.
But why do you have to do it? Why can't somebody else?
Your dad can get their attention. He just happens to be somebody that they'll listen to.
They know. I'm just gonna remind them.
Yeah, but it's gonna cost. Some people died last night.
There's no such thing as resistance without cost. Some people will die. But at least they'd have died for something.
Let it go.
Next time.
I love you.
Boy, do I love you too. You stay put in there till we come back to get you.
I love you.
Attack. Repeat, under attack. UNSSU forces in full assault on the town of Milford. Repeat, we are under attack.
Squad leaders, tell your men to spread out and search all the houses. Spread out and search all the houses.
Keep searching!
and Milford are your house guard and a Defense Force communications unit. Our Heartland troops have been mobilized. We should meet up with their convoy pronto.
Well, our equipment's no match, but I bet our boys are. What the hell's the matter with that madman? Which one? Curtin, who else? Well, we'll know soon enough.
Sir, there's no response from the barracks. And our communication intelligence unit just intercepted a message from Milford to the New Heartland Defense Force. It said they were under attack.
Who the hell from?
The UNSSU unit.
Get there. You are to relieve Major Kirkman and take personal command of the unit. Call Dallas. I'm going to need the command point.
Am I to go?
No, I need you here.
We'll get there.
Wing Command 1. Barry, get your birds down there and distract those guys so our boys can catch up.
Roger, Wing Command 1, proceeding to target.
All units. Barracks under attack. All units break off and return to barracks. Go.
Southwest to Milford.
Spread out. I don't like to get caught with one hand.
Moving to attack perimeter.
Business. Not at all. It's a hot business. There's real people down there and real blood. And I don't intend to spill any more than's absolutely necessary, them or us.
Upstairs, next to his room.
Get somebody to clear those people out of there.
Thanks, Eric.
Well, this system isn't online. I need to have the access code. Satellite channel is changed every so often, so for them to use the NatNet channel is an emergency alternative. They'll have the NatNet code because it'd be the one thing they'd want to avoid.
Maybe they're in the safe in his room.
Right. Oh. The audio's hooked up to these telephones. I need a microphone from the truck.
Got it.
You know what you're gonna say?
I was thinking about Caleb. And what's gonna happen to him.
You'll have a chance to influence that.
Sometimes I wonder what influence any of us has. Whether the people aren't just moved little by little. One direction, then another. And all our thrashing around really doesn't have much to do with it.
Hell of a time to wonder about that.
I guess I think we don't have that much to do with it. Some little pushes and shoves. But the people move themselves. In their own time.
Well, maybe so. But I'm happy as hell there was a Washington and a Jefferson. And Lincoln. Roosevelt. Martin Luther King. John F. Kennedy.
Thanks.
He said it was a bad safe. It was easy to open. It was hardly worth it.
Why isn't it opening then?
Hellman's a pathological liar.
The combination is... Don't move. The combination is right 223. Go ahead, Alicia. Do it. Right 223. Left twice. 28. Right twice. 214. Left 20. And then push. Go ahead. Do it. I loved you.
Did they get the frequencies? Devin, we gotta get to them. Devin, the Marines are here, only they're the wrong Marines, and they're not gonna appreciate what we're doing here.
Devin, come on. It's got to be now.
Take care of her.
Codes. I'll go try to stall him.
Get ready. Almost got this. You know, the interesting thing about this setup is that they got an extra unit, a redundancy factor. And I'm going to lift this extra unit. You may be able to find the time to use it. Time later. See that switch in front of you? Just push it down and get the thoughts together and look pleasant. I'm going to put this redundancy factor in the cupboard here. Everything will look in the obvious place. Get ready. Your system's coming up. Hold it!
Devin, don't do it. Listen to me.
Get out of here.
You got a chance to do the right thing, Peter. We could do it together.
Your way is over. There's no way to stop what's been put in motion. Please, don't try to broadcast.
And if I don't, no prison, no more hospitals. You let me live out my life in Milford with my family.
There are worse things.
I suppose I'd have to learn the Heartland national anthem.
I think we could get around that.
Thanks for the offer.
Devin, please. Damn you, Devin. It's never the easy way.
Think you can kill an idea, General?
Please get up and walk out of the room, Mr. Milford.
I can't. I'd never forgive myself. I'm not going to accept the breakup of America. I'll resist with my spirit. I'll resist with my life.
My father died because he believed that what he stood for was more important than his life. My father gave me life. He gave me physical life. And then he gave me a reason for the rest of my life.
I can resist because I've found the love for my children. The possibilities of their lives are more important than my own.
He said that everybody has to die. And so it's not dying that's what's so bad. It's having lived for nothing.
I'll live through my children, through whatever good and true things I might have taught them, or the legacy of fear I might have left them.
My father lived for something. He lived for himself. He lived for his ideals. He lived for me. And he lived for you.
Each of us will find our best selves or our worst selves. And in finding that, immortality.